Yo, what is up, guys? So Joe Rogan watches this brutal KO of Ilia Topuria versus Jay Herbert. I mean, this guy hits Ilia Topuria in the head with a head kick early on, but Ilia survives.
Watch this. Boom!
Oh, yeah.
I mean, dude, he got fucking cracked on the chin, dude. Look how perfect it is.
No, it's perfect.
I mean, it is a perfect high kick.
Rogan also pointed out that Ilia got lucky that he was able to get a hold of a leg, and also that he didn't keep standing up and receive additional blows. But let's get to the vicious KO that Ilia Topuria put on Jay Herbert.
Look at this. Boom, right to the liver. Boom. And bro, that was a solid liver punch too, because you see him breathe out after he gets hit. Show that right there again, right before. Watch. He gets hit with his left of the body. Look at him breathe out.
Let's go ahead and slow this down and see if we can't see that exhale once that liver shot lands. And you can see that grimace right there. That's the reaction.
Whew. See his mouth fill up? That's like, ooh. It's a perfect liver punch, and then a perfect right hand behind it. So he might have been knocked out just from that liver punch, son. He might have went down a half a second later from that liver punch. That's how good that punch is.
And in other news, Walt Harris recently popped hot for steroids. According to this ESPN article, UFC heavyweight fighter Walt Harris has been suspended 4 years for testing positive for multiple steroids, the UFC announced Wednesday. Harris, who's 40 years old, tested positive for drostanolone. It's a metabolite and testosterone of exogenous origin in samples collected June 24, 2023 and July 12, 2023 per a UFC release. In an August 6, 2023 sample collection, Harris tested positive for anastrozole as well as drostanolone and its metabolites. There was also testosterone of exogenous origin found, which was determined to be a new administration since the previous positive test based on its levels. Drostanolone and exogenous testosterone are considered anabolic steroids, while anastrozole is an aromatase inhibitor. All are banned at all times by the UFC. I know I'm butchering these names, guys, just hang with me. The adjudication of Harris's case was done by Combat Sports Anti-Doping, the UFC's new anti-doping program following a departure from USADA last year. The new program is being run by decorated former FBI agent George Pirro. Harris is the first fighter to be suspended under the new program, which uses the independent drug-free Sport International to collect samples. Harris, who's 13-10, has lost 3 in a row. The fighter from Alabama was on a 4-fight unbeaten streak prior to the recent skid. And Rogan, he even mentioned this during his podcast. He said, hey, you know, a 4-year ban at 40 years old, that's basically a career ender. And, you know, I have to agree with that. You know, anything can happen, right? But 40 years old, plus another 4 years out the sport, man, that's kind of raps. The numbers for Roadhouse, starring Conor McGregor and Jake Gyllenhaal, came out recently, and the numbers look pretty good. The film scored 50 million worldwide viewers in the first 2 weeks it's being released, which is the largest audience in history for an Amazon MGM Studios release. Conor didn't do too bad for his first major film role, you know, breaking records for Amazon Prime Video, so that's pretty cool. But tell me what you guys think about all of this craziness in the comments below.